everyone, welcome back to Novel Nomad and welcome to National Science Week. Yes, that is right, it is National Science Week in Australia, so that means there are so many exciting events and things to do. So do go over to National Science Week website and check out all the amazing things that are going on. I've already got my science nerd on for the week. I went to a lecture on the human microbiome, which is incredibly fascinating, given by the head of ancient DNA from Adelaide University. So in honour of National Science Week, I am doing my top 5 favourite science reads. Now these are mainly going to be science fiction, but you're not just going to get my top 5. You're going to get the top 5 favourite science reads from my friend Chloe, who is a geneticist. She has gone through so many years of study. She's got her PhD now in genetics. We've been best friends since high school and I am utterly proud of all the achievements she's managed, because women in STEM, like, come on, it's amazing. So first off, I'll go with the expert. We'll start off with my friend Chloe's top 5 favourite science reads. The first book Chloe recommends is Bad Science by Ben Goldacre. Now, Ben Goldacre has a column in The Guardian called Bad Science, where he basically goes through different fads, different exciting information, and just really perks up your day with some weird and wonderful and wacky things that the world of science has discovered. Book 2 Chloe recommends is The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. I think this has also been made into a movie starring Oprah, but I'll have to check my sources on that one. Now, Henrietta's cells were actually taken from her without her permission or her knowledge, and they are the famous HeLa cells, H-E-L-A, and they were used in many medical science research and created many amazing vaccines and different things to make the world a healthier place. But it basically looks into the science that surrounded Henrietta Lacks's cells, but also the ethics that were behind this, about using her tissue and cells without her knowledge. The third book is absolutely stunning. It is Women in Science, 50 Fearless Pioneers Who Changed the World. And it is illustrated and written by Rachel Ignosky. Now, I was very sneaky and I bought this for my friend Chloe. She just discovered it. I was following the illustrator for quite a while, and then she just did this huge press release of her book and I was waiting to buy it for her for Christmas, and then I just steamrolled and bought it straight away. It is full of illustrations and, as the title suggests, full of women throughout history who have made a huge impact on the world of science. The fourth book Chloe recommends is The Martian by Andy Weir, one I haven't read but I fully intend to, and as Chloe says, the science is on point. It is very well researched and very well presented. The final book Chloe recommends is A Crack in Creation, Gene Editing and the Unthinkable Power to Control Creation. Yeah, sorry, that was a bit dramatic, but it is such a fantastic title, I had to run with it. It follows a biologist who is struggling with her role in finding one of the biggest scientific discoveries of our era. This is looking into the gene editing tool CRISPR. Now, I'm not going to really attempt to try and explain this one, but my friend Chloe has given me a handy link down below. So if you want to find out what this gene editing tool is, click on that link down below and then discover the book. Next, we have my 5 top science reads. Now, most of these are science fiction, but they are absolutely amazing in my eyes. Number 1 goes without a doubt to Frankenstein, known as probably one of the very first science fiction novels. So Frankenstein isn't the monster, that is a faux pas from pop culture, but it is actually the scientist. So you follow Victor Frankenstein, who is utterly obsessed with creating life, and he does this by reanimating a put-together corpse. And this put-together corpse basically becomes Frankenstein's monster, his creation. But it is absolutely wonderful as you watch the scientist struggle with the ethical issues that are born from his absolutely mad passion rush into this endeavour. Then you also follow the creature's discovery of himself and who he is as a person and how he fits into society, and realising that he doesn't. So it is absolutely fascinating. A very early and interesting look into science ethics. Secondly is going to be Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I absolutely adore this book. I didn't jump on the bandwagon when it first came out and was getting so much hype because I am very, very skeptical of the hype bandwagons. I tend to avoid them for as long as possible, but I was super fascinated into reading this book and it did not let me down. Mainly, can I just say, because I love RPG games. Like, it basically read like I was in this world. I was watching a movie. I was fully immersed. I was in virtual reality, and that is what it's about. Wade Watts basically plugs into Everyday the Oasis, which is a virtual reality software that the entire society relies upon now for work, for jobs, for basically everything. And the creator of this virtual reality left 3 Easter eggs in this game, in this system for you to find. And if you did, you would be his heir to his fortune. So everyone is after the Easter eggs. It is also not only a fantastic science fiction book, but it has so many fantastic 80s pop references that apparently Ernest Cline says not all of them have been found yet. So this is just utterly teeming with 80s-ness. My third science fiction recommendation is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This one is an utter lark. It is absolutely fantastic, very, very short. So you do not need to spend lots of time on it. But it is so hilarious that I was crying in public. I was trying to suppress the laughter and it was just leaking out my eyes. So you follow Arthur Dent as one Thursday around about lunchtime, the world gets demolished. But he manages to get off the world with his very good friend who turns out to be an alien, and they hitchhike around the galaxy as Arthur tries to right the wrong that was Earth's destruction. My third science recommendation is definitely going to be The Stargazer's Sister by Carrie Brown. Now, this is actually historical fiction, so not the science fiction, but this follows Caroline Herschel, who is one of the very first female astrologers back in the 1700s, and it is a very fascinating look on her life. Unfortunately, it doesn't delve too heavily into her actual scientific works, which I really wanted, but it is a really interesting look at her own life, her place in society, and different things that she managed to overcome and things that she had to give up in order to follow her dreams and her passions. My last recommendation is definitely going to be non-fiction. I am probably 3 chapters into this one, and it is Guns, Germs and Steel by Jared Diamond. Now, this is more of a history non-fiction, but it does delve into the evolution of human society and what happened in the spread of different diseases in human development and industrial revolutions. So it does delve into many scientific discoveries and revolutions that really forwarded and progressed human society as we know it today. Alright, so I hope you really enjoyed this video and all the sciencey goodness that I managed to shove in, hopefully. And I'll link all the books down below so you get to check those out along with any informative videos. And let me know your favourite science fiction or science book, because I've discovered that I mainly stick to my history and fiction loves, but I really need to branch out. I need to read more science fiction. I need to read more science because it is so fascinating and it is always changing, always developing, always looking at the future. So I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you all next time. Bye!